This may look like a normal chessboard, but as you zoom in, you can see handwriting in each square of the board. These are all insults. Not particularly beautiful at all, weak-minded and overly emotional. Checkmate, now clean a kitchen. These are only some of the insults directed at woman Grandmaster Jennifer Shahade throughout her career, who is also the creator of this artwork. And it's honestly sad, but a lot of these comments stem from the fact that most men chess players think that women are worse at chess than men. But I want to look further into this. The first thing I want to talk about is how chess is presented to a child. I remember when I was 5 or 6 years old, my father introduced me to chess. I loved it. I loved the idea of solving puzzles and the idea of fighting on the same playing field against a grown-up. I would challenge old people and I would be met with approval and honestly a very fun game which I would normally lose. My experience with chess was amazing and it made me believe that if you are skillful in chess, then people will respect that. But that is not completely true. If you are a girl trying to learn and enjoy chess, there is a huge chance you will be met with some kind of resistance such as, women should not play chess, or that this is a man's game, go play with something else. It's also important to acknowledge the discussion of Garry Kasparov and Judith Polgad, where they talked about this issue. Polgad attributed the main reason of there being so few chess female grandmasters to lower expectations for women. Kasparov agreed and explained that chess has been dominated by men for hundreds of years, but the progression of both sexes participating competitively in the game has only been going for about 50 years. Matter of fact, the first ever female grandmaster was in the 1960s. It's not that long ago, and it really puts things into perspective. But you get the point. Lower expectations and worse experience for female chess players, the lower the number of girls pursuing chess. Though now we have to get math involved, I like to use the coin flip example since it's very easy to understand. If we were to flip a coin 100 times, the chances of there being 100 heads in a row is very, very low. Pretty much impossible, but instead let's replace coins with children, and the result with ELO rating. That sounds terrible, but trust me, it makes sense. This is a line graph. On the left side we have the number of children, and down we have the natural ELO rating of a child when they first start playing chess. If we find 100 random children, this might be their distribution, with 200 to 300 being the ELO most kids find themselves in the beginning. But now, let's take 10,000 kids. The distribution is similar, but we see that a few children are more gifted than others, with a rating of 500 to 600. They are what we call naturally gifted at chess. But what if we try 605 million people, which is the number of chess players in the world? Then we end up with a very similar graph, but as we can see, very, very few children are in the 900 to 1000 ELO rating, and for the sake of argument, let's assume the number is 10. Those 10 children are the statistics that later become the level of players like Bobby Fischer, Kasparov, or Carlsen. They are chess prodigies. If we had 605 million and only 10 were prodigies, then that means we have one prodigy per 60 million chess players, and it's a completely different story when you compare children by gender. According to a study, there are 16 male chess players for every woman. So, if we scale it up, then from 605 million, only 37 million of those are female. And with only 37 million players, the chance of getting a female prodigy is almost halved since you need 60 million for a guaranteed success. So, to continue our video, let's assume our chess prodigy is born. This girl is introduced to chess and she has a rating of 900 at a very young age. The girl is obviously smart and she should choose any other game, but she likes chess. The first step starts with the parents. They must believe in her and put her in a chess school or under the training of a mentor. Most prodigies are sent to chess mentors very early on. If they delay even by a few years, then it really might be too late. After a few years, the girl might have reached the 2000 ELO rating. Now she has to make a decision. Does she devote her life completely to chess, or does she look at other options? Let's look at this from her point of view. The first thing the girl is going to do is search for the experience of other female grandmasters. Jennifer Shahadi will pop up, and while she might get inspired initially, she later on will find out how the chess scene usually treats women. She'll realize that most likely she will get harassed, with the extreme being risking getting assaulted. This is incredibly demotivating and ruins the end goal of it all. The second thing is money. Chess doesn't pay well if you are not at the top. 98% of chess grandmasters earn literally nothing, and combining that with the harsh reality of the chess scene, the girl will obviously ask herself this question: is it worth it to devote 3 to 5 hours every day to chess if I know that at the end of all of this, I will probably not be appreciated for my hard work, and I might possibly be broke? If it were me, I would say, absolutely not. And that pretty much sums it up. There isn't any research to indicate that women are worse at chess. Instead, I believe it's a simple game of risk and reward. And for most women, the rewards are simply not worth it. They would rather play chess in peace and have fun with it, while also having money.